The 10 rarest and weirdest pickups from the 1980s you never knew about. Pickup trucks in the 1980s weren't supposed to be strange, but some manufacturers built machines that looked normal and behaved nothing like ordinary trucks. Turbocharged experiments, sports car killers, and bizarre designs that most people completely forgot. Tonight we're uncovering the weirdest pickups that quietly slipped through automotive history. 10. GMC Cyclone 1991. Shock value defined the GMC Cyclone the moment it appeared. Nobody expected a small pickup truck to embarrass sports cars, yet that was exactly its mission. Under the hood sat a turbocharged 4.3-liter LB4V6, pushing out 280 horsepower and a brutal 350 pound-feet of torque. On paper, those numbers look strong, but not outrageous. The real secret was traction. Power flowed through a sophisticated all-wheel drive system, borrowed and modified from GM's performance engineering program. Because of that grip, the Cyclone launched like a slingshot. With a curb weight of about 3,600 pounds, the truck could rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 4.3 seconds, a number that shocked the performance world. Top speed hovered near 124 miles per hour, impressive for something shaped like a compact work truck. Acceleration felt violent rather than graceful. When boost arrived, the small pickup squatted hard and surged forward with relentless force. Contemporary tests famously showed the Cyclone outrunning Ferraris and Corvettes in short sprints. The chassis setup helped make the experience even sharper. Lower ride height, performance suspension tuning, and wider tires gave the truck unusual stability for its category. Instead of feeling like a typical pickup, it behaved more like a low-slung performance coupe. Inside the cabin, however, things remained surprisingly simple. The dashboard looked similar to a regular Sonoma, but unique gauges, sports seats, and black trim hinted at the truck's hidden personality. What made the Cyclone truly bizarre wasn't just speed, it was the concept itself. A turbocharged, all-wheel drive street missile disguised as a compact pickup simply wasn't something anyone expected in the early 1990s. And that's exactly why the Cyclone became one of the strangest performance trucks ever built. 9. Subaru Brat, 1980s. Unusual ideas defined the Subaru Brat long before people started calling vehicles lifestyle trucks. What looked like a tiny pickup was actually something far stranger. Subaru built the Brat from the same platform as its compact passenger cars, giving it a lightweight body and a unique personality. Power came from a horizontally opposed 1.8-liter EA81 flat-4 engine, producing around 73 horsepower and about 94 pound-feet of torque. Those figures weren't built for brute strength, but the truck's small size helped it feel lively. With a curb weight of roughly 2,400 pounds, the Brat could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 13.5 seconds, with a top speed close to 90 miles per hour. Performance wasn't the point. Efficiency, durability, and versatility mattered far more. Where the Brat became truly weird was its design. The rear bed contained 2 plastic jump seats facing backward, complete with grab handles. They existed largely to help Subaru avoid certain import taxes by classifying the vehicle differently. The result was a pickup that technically carried passengers in the cargo bed. Handling felt more like a car than a truck. Subaru's lightweight chassis and available 4-wheel drive gave the Brat impressive traction on rough roads and dirt trails. It wasn't fast, but it could go places larger pickups struggled to reach. Inside the cabin, the layout stayed simple and practical. The dashboard resembled Subaru's compact cars, with straightforward gauges and durable materials meant to survive outdoor adventures. The Brat wasn't about muscle, it was about creativity. Few vehicles blended passenger car comfort, pickup utility, and quirky engineering the way this small Subaru did during the 1980s. 8. Chevrolet El Camino SS, 1980 to 1987. Odd hybrids have always fascinated car enthusiasts. and few vehicles captured that idea better than the Chevrolet El Camino SS of the 1980s. Half muscle car and half pickup truck, the El Camino carried a unique identity that blurred traditional automotive categories. During the early 1980s, performance expectations had changed dramatically from the brutal big block era of the late 60s. Yet the El Camino SS still tried to preserve some of that heritage. Under the hood sat the 5-liter LG 4 small block V8, producing around 150 horsepower and approximately 240 pound-feet of torque. While those numbers weren't explosive compared to earlier muscle machines, they were respectable during a time when emissions regulations limited performance. With a curb weight of roughly 3,400 pounds, the El Camino SS could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 9.5 seconds, while top speed reached around 115 miles per hour under ideal conditions. Acceleration felt steady rather than aggressive, but the V8 still delivered the familiar rumble enthusiasts expected. The platform itself was based on GM's G-body architecture, shared with cars like the Monte Carlo and Malibu. Inside, the cabin resembled a typical GM coupe of the period. Bench or bucket seats, a simple gauge cluster, and straightforward controls emphasized practicality over luxury. The El Camino never tried to hide its unusual identity. It proudly combined two worlds. Car comfort and pickup utility merged into a machine that refused to fit into any traditional category. One truck here could embarrass sports cars in a straight line. 7. Chevrolet S10 Durango, 1980s. Rare factory experiments often hide in plain sight, and the Chevrolet S10 Durango is one of those pickups that quietly slipped through the cracks of the 1980s truck world. At first glance, it looked like a regular S10 compact pickup, but the Durango package transformed it into something far stranger. Chevrolet offered the truck with a factory fiberglass cargo cap and extended bed area, giving it the appearance of a compact utility vehicle long before modern crossovers existed. Power came from the familiar 2.8-liter LB6 V6 engine, producing around 125 horsepower and roughly 150 pound-feet of torque. The numbers were modest, but the lightweight design helped the truck feel more responsive than its specs suggested. With a curb weight of about 3,100 pounds, the S10 Durango could reach 0 to 60 miles per hour